Welcome back to God of War 3. Yeah, I just skipped past the Aphrodite scene.
There's another Aphrodite scene.
Not like doing it, but she does appear in another cutscene once you go back through the portal, so it's like, yeah, she's topless, just gonna skip past that, thank you.
Why don't we kill her if we kill everyone else, other than her being naked, so jubblies?
It was quite pleasurable.
Yeah, but Kratos could have sex with her and also kill her.
Pain or pleasure, Kratos? I get pleasure from inflicting pain.
I'm not into that. Can we have a safe word?
Oh, Zeus, what did you say?
And that's why we needed these for plot progression, because they turn on the chargy things that move the platforms.
Oh, we're close to that.
Maze.
The optical illusion maze, yeah.
The
Is
extra
that-
painting maze.
Is there any other point in the game where you need to use these things?
Nope.
Not for any real reason besides this, no.
So do you think that there's a way to, like, just jump past it and, like, glitch your way past
No.
that whole thing?
Not really.
Well, to my knowledge, no.
I mean, I'm sure speedrunners have found like weird glitches that let you do stuff, but
Yeah.
not something you would find out just by trying things.
I don't know if I don't know if God of War 3 has the, like, swim through everything sort of thing, like God of War 1.
Yeah, the swim through air glitch.
Yeah. We'll just get the God of War costume.
I miss the costumes you could get. Like, those were legitimately
Well, this one
charming.
has Fear Kratos, which we won't see until later in this game, and
Well, Ted, you'll be happy to know that the God of War armor returns in Data Boy.
Okay, that's good.
It's not like a fish suit, but it is a fish scale kind of armor,
Eh,
and I'll be using it.
not
And
the
I'll be
same.
using it for a lot of the new game plus run I did for the channel. Yay!
that kind of stuff shows that they're at least having fun, and it's not taking itself quite so seriously.
Well, it's a new game plus run armor, so
Yeah.
yeah, God of War 3 did have a couple of costumes. The Phantom of Chaos, the Forgotten Warrior, Dominus, Morpheus armor, Fear Kratos, as I mentioned earlier. Is it Demos or is it Deimos?
Deimos.
Deimos. Deimos, thank you. And Apollo.
But no, like, joke costumes, like the
no,
cow
not really.
or the fish. Yeah, that I don't know. That kind of stuff I just find charming in a lot of ways. Like Metal Gear has stuff like that. Like it's not really a joke, but the tuxedo or whatever and stuff like that. You know, where it's just like they understand that that's a staple and they keep on doing it until they make it DLC instead.
Yeah, the costumes of God of War 3 are relatively mundane. A lot of them are just like glorified skins. Nothing really tongue-in-cheek about any of them.
Did Metal Gear Solid 5 make the tuxedo DLC? Am I remembering that correctly?
God, I don't remember. I remember one of them doing that, what I didn't like.
Yeah.
Hell, I think even the regular bandana was something that you had to download. I don't remember.
And that's the one that gives you infinite ammo, right?
No, I'm just talking about just for cosmetic purposes.
Oh, okay.
You know, because Snake and bandana, they kind of go hand in hand. Not so much with Old Snake, but I don't know, it's still something you just need to have in the game proper.
Yeah. Wait, we're jumping into paintings that teleport us to different worlds.
Da 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 da. Let's go.
I'm just imagining the Bob-omb buddies being like, up, 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 and then Kratos just throwing them at King Bob-omb.
Yeah, he just appears in a big grassy field with like colorful characters. Just like, what is this?
Kratos!
Yeah, the tux and fatigue and the sneaker suit were DLC.
Oh, okay.
Just fine. God damn it.
Gross. It's okay, though, because Kratos... I just said Kratos. I was gonna make a breathe through skin joke, and it never mind, it's gone now. I should just stop.
Nice cut.
Yeah, I failed a few times. I mean, you do what you gotta.
Not even a
There's lots of- there-
fade, Ryan.
No.
You do what you got. I was like, I'll leave Ryan in charge of Portal 3 whenever that comes out in like a millennia from now. It just shoots one portal and it cuts the credits. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, I guess.
Portal 3 isn't coming out.
No,
No.
Gabe Newell doesn't know how to count to 3, haha.
I mean, I was surprised that they've even released a Half-Life game.
I mean, that Half-Life VR game, I know there's still a considerable amount of hype for it.
It's out,
And all
isn't
that.
it?
And if it does... Is it out
Yeah, it's
already?
out.
I'm not sure. Yeah, and I hear it's actually a really good game.
It's just
You know,
VR,
so
though.
if it does really well, that could be where the next Portal game is released. Like, it won't be Portal 3, I don't think, but it'll be another Portal game.
Like, it's just, I think that we're past the point where Valve is a game company, primarily, anymore. They're,
Yeah, they're a service company.
they run Steam. That's the thing they do now. And, I mean, listen, there's a lot of good things about Steam, but there's also a lot of really shitty things about Steam. Which
Yep.
is part of the reason why I don't really use it anymore, and I think it's also part of the reason why stuff like GOG has gotten so popular, and even stuff like the Epic Store has come. And that's something that I never really understood, was so many people's aversion to the Epic Store even existing. And it's just like, why does it bother you to need to have a different client?
It's the Netflix problem where, yeah, you could have a better service, but you're willing to take some slightly subpar service areas if you just have everything conveniently in one place.
I understand that more when it's a paid service that you have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That
what
you
I
have
was
to
going to argue.
subscribe
Is like
for.
you don't pay anything.
No,
on Steam. You
I'm
don't
saying
pay
that's the
anything.
idea anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like people were. I forget what game it was that people were outraged was on the Epic Game Store instead of. I thought that she was holding a butt plug there for a moment. Sorry. Okay, listen. I'm playing a lot of Streets of Rage 4 lately, and in
What?
And that game is swarming with butt plugs.
No, I'm not even joking. One of the levels is an art gallery, and in the storage room, there's a giant purple butt plug statue that says "Ship to Paris" on it. I'm not even joking. I have no idea how they got away with it. That game's rated E10, but they got away with that. Oh, Hera, you're in this game.
Yeah, we saw her earlier.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just surprised that the game remembered that she was in there because I didn't.
Yes.
I told him to kill you.
He didn't.
I told him the day you were born.
Also, notice how since she's the evil woman, they made her ugly.
My stupid husband took me,
Yeah.
and now look what you have wrought. Look at this. Look at it. They're dying because of you.
I feel very proud.
Everything is dying because of you.
Is
Yes,
she
that's the
pointing
idea.
At the flowers?
Yeah.
The ocean swallows the land. Disease infects what remains.
I feel
We
like
never
And the
show-
bees. My God.
We never show any remorse for any of this stuff, right?
Nope.
No.
Murdering of the gods has caused all of this.
Yeah, Kratos gives no fucks.
I mean, because she's not wrong.
Yeah, I know, but Kratos doesn't care.
Yeah.
Your brute strength may have bested Hercules.
Again, this is the game where Kratos is at his most dickish. Like he is a villain in this game.
Never.
Well, I mean, it's a game where villains are fighting villains.
Yeah. Well, again, everyone's an asshole. The game.
Yeah.
Watching you die
It's exhausting.
as an old
It is.
I mean, I think that, okay, so I'm going to compare it to something, and I haven't watched season 3 of this yet, so no spoilers, but Castlevania, the Netflix show. The second season is a lot of villains conspiring against villains, and it's really interesting. Like, I guess it's because it's more political there, and the characters are, like... it just says to beat the game to use it. Okay.
Okay,
What is-
so there are a lot of items you can pick up in the game that unlock perks on repeat playthroughs, like infinite health or magic or what have you.
Okay, that's what it does. All right.
They disable trophies, though, I think, if you use them.
Yes.
Okay, that's you know what I'm good with that in games. If
Yeah.
you don't.
Well, that's just more of a heads up if you're thinking of using them for like cheating the games. Like you could, but it's don't only click to begin achievements.
Yeah, but I'm totally fine with games having cheat codes like that, but they turn off like leaderboards
Yeah.
or achievements for that sort of thing. Like totally fine. I think that's actually a great way to do it. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Castlevania. Like it's interesting to see villains going at each other because I think it allows for really interesting like dynamics that you can just kind of revel in them being bad without having to like feel like you have to root for either of them, and it leads to interesting situations. But if they're the only people there, then it's just exhausting. Like if the three heroes weren't in the Castlevania second season, I don't know if I would have enjoyed it nearly as much, even though their role is relatively minor, all things considered. Is season 3 good of Castlevania?
I like it not as much as season 2.
Okay.
It's good, but it's clear it's a transition season.
Okay.
Yes.
All
Like
right.
the
Which is weird to think about because it's longer than season 2.
yeah.
But it is clearly transitioning into a much bigger thing. So like I'm looking forward to season
yeah,
4.
Season 3's quality will depend entirely on how season 4 turns out.
Okay.
Yes.
I should get to it. Like I have no excuse. That's been
So
out.
I marathoned the entire thing in one day because I was tired of not not being in the group.
Yeah, I had nothing going on that day, so I just binged it. Which
I mean-
normally I don't do because I don't prefer that, but Netflix kind of forces that model on everyone, so
It depends on the show for me, because for some, I find for comedies, I usually like to spread them out a little bit. But when I was watching stuff like Daredevil and Jessica Jones, I binged those when I was watching Castlevania season 2. Actually, I binged that too.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to agree. Like I don't know why, but comedies and stuff, I can't binge those.
I think
Well,
I get, you get
they're-
tired
they're-
of it
they're
a
in-
little bit quicker.
yeah, they're inherently more repetitive.
You know, but like everything I binge is either action or drama.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that's just not the best way to do it because your brain needs time to digest a lot of things.
There is especially in the case of a drama where they often end on a cliffhanger. Your brain has the I have to see what's next element going on for it.
And Netflix designs shows specifically around that to make you binge it.
Yes, that's another thing as well. The shows are made to be miniseries now, like all of them, even if
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they shouldn't be.
Well, that's the thing though. It's not entirely different than standard television though, because you remember, a lot of television shows even today still do that so that you tune in next week.
yes,
Yes.
that's true.
You know.
I'm more speaking about specifically plot heavy shows, not like what most TV is, where your Law and Order, where you may have some character changes over the course of the season, but primarily it's an episode by episode thing.
Yeah, like if you
Yeah.
go back for old Law and Order stuff, there's occasionally like some very slight plot lines that go throughout the course of a season, like such and such Jack McCoy sleeping with his assistant, or such and such detective with alcohol problems, or whatever. This was more of a thing in SVU versus original Law and Order.
So the way those series didn't really have an overarching story.
No, not really. Again, this is more of a thing with the original Law and Order. It was almost always a show starts, there's a dead person, cops come in, find it, make some sort of snippy remark, music plays, and then it's just case by case by
clues,
case.
Status quo is the
Yeah,
story.
so
Yeah.
when you go to something like the Netflix model of distribution, that can work for very episode by episode series, but when you get to something particularly plot heavy, like Stranger Things or Castlevania, your brain needs time to digest it more, to kind of figure out what character motivations are and just kind of think through it more. If you binge watch an entire 12 episode season at once, not only is it unmemorable just because your brain's trying to sift through way more information than it really should be at the time, it also leads to a lot of stilted show running because you're designing a show around that.
It's the TV equivalent of eating the entire pizza,
Yeah.
where in the moment feels really good, but you know,
It's
an
not.
hour
It's not.
later,
It's not strictly speaking good for you.
exactly. You know, yeah. So I mean, I guess it all for me. It all depends on the quality of the show. You know,
Yeah, that's the
I
way I
feel
look
like
at it.
if a show is good enough to make me want to watch it, you know, for 8 episodes in a row, that it's got to have
God
some.
damn it, Ted! I can't unsee the giant butt plug now. like it's ruined for me.
Sorry.
I mean, the other main reason I don't like the Netflix model is that it very much feeds into the spoiler culture
Oh yeah,
situation
for
where
sure.
we're
FOMA.
yeah.
Like FOMA's big on Netflix.
Yeah, so
stuff.
it's like, we're releasing this entire 12-episode season of Daredevil, you better go watch it, or everyone at the water cooler at your office is going to be talking about it.
Wait,
And it's like, no, that's not good. You need to let people do things their own way.
there's an episode of the TV show Recess where like all the kids in the school are talking about this comedy that they saw, but it was like rated R or something, and one of the kids' parents wouldn't let them see it, and so he
I
had
mean,
to
The
like
Simpsons did that too.
yeah, but the whole show was about, you know, him trying to sneak his way into the movie so he could watch it. And at the end, when he finally did sneak in and finally see it, you know, he got in trouble for it. You learn your lesson, and the punchline at the end is
Everyone
now that he
moved
had
on at that
finally
point.
seen the movie, they moved on. All the kids had moved on to some other movie instead,
Yeah.
which I feel like is often the thing. Like we were talking about Castlevania. If I were to watch season 3 like tonight, and then like tweet about it, people would be like, "What rock have you been living under that you just saw that
Yeah.
now?" You
Yeah.
know?
So I
And you see, that's good. That this is an entirely different can of worms, but that mentality is what makes fucking content creation at YouTube so fucking frustrating at times.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, for sure. You have to get a video out ASAP to be relevant in the world. Like,
Yeah.
oh, is that new Zelda game coming out? I better make sure that in the week before that game comes out, I have my Zelda video to coincide with that algorithm. You know, so. Have you seen some of the passive aggressive ass emails that some content creators have been getting?
We've been seeing that on Twitter lately.
Yeah, where it's just like, your videos haven't been bringing in as many people. You should try harder. It's like, okay, YouTube.
We are trying. You're the ones digging
Sure,
us over.
it's like, yeah, you're the one that's burying it under a lot of shit.
Isn't it funny how, due to the global situation right now, people have been watching more YouTube than average, but content creators are making less than average?
Because
Huh.
because advertisers aren't paying for ads because no one's out buying things.
It's
There's a
it's
reason why
funny
you're
how
seeing
your
more-
hard work doesn't get rewarded when you do what the people tell you to do. It's strange.
I know,
isn't it?
right?
Why are we in the Ocarina of Time Zelda garden?
Because puzzles.
But I hate that garden.
Down goes the bridge.
Is this a part of the
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
game that people don't like?
This is the big.
I don't-
This is the big puzzle room that.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I like the idea of using optical illusions to progress.
It's just a little out of left field for God of War.
You think you can just walk away?
Yes,
We aren't finished.
Okay, so my question is, why doesn't Kratos just kill her right
because
now?
she's completely helpless as far as he's concerned.
That hasn't
Yeah.
stopped him before.
Yes.
Well,
but-
no, I mean, well, to a point, Kratos will kill anybody that he feels is a threat, or if he gets provoked.
Yeah, like she hasn't provoked him right now.
All right,
Well,
let me-
she's so utterly helpless that he probably thinks it's better for her to be pissed off.
Good luck with that little whore you call
like he doesn't feel like he just doesn't see her as threatening, but he does get pissed off, and that's it. That's the final straw.
Oh, okay, now he kills her. All right.
If only they were all this easy.
What does killing Hera stop?
It
Nature?
stops
I think it was-
her garden from being alive.
Oh no, they turned into locusts too.
I guess it's supposed to be like nature or plant life.
It was Hera was the goddess of what?
She was just the queen of the gods, effectively.
Oh.
So she was just in charge of shit. Hold on, well, let's go to... Oh, wait, no, we're at the end of the part. I will, I don't...
Tune in next time.
She was known of being the goddess of marriage and birth. Okay.
Fertility. So fertility.
Well, no, I think Demeter was technically the goddess of fertility, but goddess of marriage.
Hold on, wait. There's a separate god for birth and fertility.
I mean, I guess.
Do they have like jurisdiction fights or something?
Probably on the amount
I
of
could put the baby in you, but when you have to pray to a different god to actually pull it out.
But just imagine being the goddess of marriage and you're married to Zeus. Just imagine that for a moment.
We can all muse about this next time in the next part of God of War.